Hi, good morning everybody. Today I'm going to do some more reading. I've got a book called The Friendly Tales, and it's a group of short stories that are just nice. The first story I'm going to read today is Seven Little Postmen, and it's all about how a little boy writes a letter and sends it to his grandmother, and what happens to that letter in order to get it delivered to her. A little boy had a secret. It was a surprise. He wanted to tell his grandmother, so he sent his secret through the mail. The story of that letter is the reason for this tale, of the seven little postmen who carried the mail. Because there was a secret in the letter, the boy sealed it with red sealing wax, something we don't see much anymore. If anyone broke the seal, the secret would be out. He slipped the letter into a letter box. That's what a letter box looks like. It's a metal box, sometimes small on a post like that, or sometimes very big, sitting on the ground at a street corner. The first little postman took it from the box, put it in his bag, and walked 17 blocks to the big post office, all built of rocks. The letter with the secret was dumped on a table with big and small letters that all needed the label of the big post office. Stamp, stamp, clickety-click, the machinery ran with a quick, sharp tick. The letter with the secret is stamped at last, and the round black circle tells that it passed through the canceling machine. Click, whiz, fast. Big letters, small letters, thin and tall. The second little postman sorts them all. The letters are sorted from east to west, from north to south. You can see there are a lot of letters to be sorted that come through the big post office, built of rocks. And the letter had best go west, said the second little postman, scratching his chest. In the pouch, lock it tight. The secret letter must travel all night. The third little postman in the big mail car comes to a crossroad where waiting are a green, a yellow, and a purple car. They all stop there. There is nothing to say. The mail truck has the right of way. The mail must go through. Up, up and away through sleet and hail, the airplane carries the fastest mail. The pilot flies through the whirring snow as far and as fast as the plane can go. They carry our mail all the way across the country. The mail is landed for the evening train. Now hang the pouch on the big hook crane. The engine speeds up the shining rails, and the fourth little postman grabs the mail with a giant hook. The train roars on with a puff and a snort, and the fourth little postman begins to sort. The train carries the letter through the gloom of night in a mail car filled with electric light to a country postman by the country road, where the fifth little postman is waiting for his load. Then off he goes along the lane and over the hill until he comes to a little town that is very small, so very small the post office here is hardly one at all. It's a very small town. The sixth little postman, in great big boots, sorts the letters for their various routes, some down the river, some over the hill. But the secret letter goes farther still. The seventh little postman on RFD, that's rural something delivery, rural route delivery, carries letters and papers, chickens and fruit to the people who live along the route. That's really happening. Chickens, fruits, and papers. There were parts for a tractor, and a wig for an actor, and a funny postcard for a little boy playing in his own backyard. There was something for Sally and something for Sam, and something for Miss Potter, who was busy making jam. Look at these guys. There were dozens of chickens for Mrs. Pickens, and a dress for a party for Mrs. McCarty. At the last house along the way sat the grandmother of the boy who had sent the letter with the secret in it. She had been wishing all day he would come for a visit, for she lived all alone in a tiny house and sometimes felt lonely. The postman blew his whistle and gave her the letter with the red sealing wax on it, the secret letter. Oh, look at this. There's the chickens for Mrs. Pickens, the red dress for Mrs. McCarty, and there's grandmother waiting for the letter. Well, she's knitting. Sakes alive! What is it about? Sakes alive, the secret is out. What does it say? It says, Dearest Granny, I'm writing to say that I'm coming to visit on Saturday. My cat has 7 kittens, and I am bringing one for you, your very own kitten. The postman is my friend, your grandson, Thomas. Look at that, and the postman waves as she reads the letter, and he drives away. 7 little postmen. 7 little postmen carry the mail through the rain and the snow, the wind and hail. Through rain and snow and gloom of night, 7 little postmen out of sight. Over land and sea, through the air and light, through snow and rain and gloom of night, put a stamp on your letter and seal it tight. The end. Have a great morning.